Welcome, guys, to Cold WANS episode 7. Oh, we've had a couple problems again with the person that was meant to be on, but we've had an absolute legend pull through, and the first lassie to do this, so I've got a lot of respect for her coming on today and doing this. So, we've got Morgan Simpkins on today, thank you. Come on.
Hi! I'm so nervous.
It's gonna be alright. So you all know how this goes so far. 5 minutes in the cold bath, however long now it takes in the interview at the end for the post plunge warm up. And yeah, whenever you're ready, Morgan, we can get on with this.
I'm so scared. I got twig stuck to my foot.
As soon as you go in, I'm going in with you.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck. I struggle.
Just chill.
Hold your head. Hold your head. Fucking hell.
Right, we'll start with a topic.
Fuck.
So the first topic that I'm here to ask you is, why do you think people struggle so much to forgive and forget their past?
Because it's shit. It really, really hurts you. Sometimes it fucks up other people.
Had a bit of a mind blank.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cold could put you right into shock. Like, for me, I feel like a lot of people struggle to forgive themselves because it's almost like the past puts a print on your name for something, especially if it's a bad thing that you've got in your past. So when you try and forgive yourself, you can really struggle to kind of overcome boundaries that make you seem like a lesser person than you are. And a lot of people struggle to kind of understand that your mistakes can be forgiven and your mistakes are meant to happen to then make you a bigger and better person.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You did a good job of focusing up on the cold, to be fair. Oh, but it's like, it's one of those things where you need to be in the right place to forgive yourself, because a lot of people beat themselves up as a way of almost, it's like revenge to yourself. It's like, if you've got something to beat yourself up for, then it gives you a reason. I don't even know.
See, when you think about it, like, a lot, and even though you've got like other stuff and like around other people, you actually have to try and forget that it's happened. My voice has changed. I'm actually fucking freezing. And you actually try and forget it, and then sometimes you bring it up and you're like, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't have done that because maybe it affects the people that you've got now.
Yeah. That's a good point. I think also if you've affected other people in your past, it is harder to forgive yourself. Absolutely. Because it's not just you that holds that burden, you kind of hold that burden for everyone else around you as well.
Yeah.
That makes sense, to be fair, but I don't know, I feel like forgiving yourself is one of the most important things as well, because it does just sit on your brain and it does leave you heavy mentally, you know what I mean? It's hard to get past that boundary, but
Yeah.
I mean, it'll take time for a lot of people to kind of get over that. A generation's full of it just now, but hopefully in the future that'll change, you know what I mean? It's like, there'll always be problems, but hopefully they're less prominent. That first topic took up so much of the first minute, like, but
Also, me getting used to it took up. Fuck, real.
to be fair, the first bit is just like, it's just talking about kind of topics, just
It's the fact that breeze is warm.
that's what I mean. You get in here and every single thing around you is so much warmer than the water. Oh, gotta give you props for coming in though. Like, you're the first lassie to do this, and it's takes
I'm
balls.
sitting in the car on the way back from Sarah's, egging myself on, like, do I do it? Do I know? Do I do it? And then Karis is like, I thought we were supposed to be doing nails. And I was like, yeah, but I wanted to do it for ages.
It's basically the same thing as nails.
Yeah.
Makes you hard as nails, maybe. Oh, you know, there's not even any point of starting another topic because we've only got about a minute left. So this little talking part is going pretty well. How are you feeling right now?
Fucking cold. Oh, I got pins and needles everywhere. It's actually freezing.
You're almost there.
Anyway,
30
I'm
seconds.
actually just watching it.
Oh, I also don't expect you to go under if you don't want to. Like, it's up to you. But
I don't know. I will, I think.
you gotta do the
I'm
full
gonna
thing. You gotta go the full experience.
I'm so nervous. I don't know why I'm saying I'm nervous. I'm not nervous.
Hey, you're cold. You're not nervous. Your head's just someone else right now. But you know what? That's fine. It's all about the fact that you've done it, and that's the most important thing.
Never again.
I respect it. I respect it. But that's our 5-minute timer over now. So
I don't know if I want to do it.
we'll see you over in the post-plunge warm-up. Hello guys, we're in the post-plunge warm-up. And you may be wondering why it looks so different, but
Someone likes giraffes.
yeah, it's my mum. It turns out that my mother is actually using the cabin today, so we've got a bit of a different scenery for the cold plunge warm-up. But still does the same sort of thing, we're just here to warm up and get a chat. So, Morgan, how was that for you?
Traumatic.
Yeah, that's definitely a different type of ice plunge from the last ones. But it's good. This is the whole thing about cold ones. It's however it goes, it goes. It's all just about it being real. You know what I mean? We're here to be real. We're not here to be to a script. And that experience explained that to you very well. It's a good demonstration of what can happen in the cold plunge. But except from that, Morgan, do you want to give us a wee insight into your life? Maybe give us a bit of backstory about yourself.
How far back?
Oh, just however far back you're willing to go. Nah, just give us a wee introduction about yourself, and I've got a couple of questions and stuff that I'd like to ask you. So.
My name's Morgan. I'm 20. I work at McDonald's. Have done for 3 years, but I also want to be a tattoo artist, and have done for 5-6 years. Haven't actually done anything about it though, but.
But you still partake in actually giving folk tattoos, which is one of the most interesting parts. So that brings us straight into the first question then. So I don't think I know anyone else that like does tattoo artistry or kind of is into like tattoos as deep as you are. So
yeah.
See when you think about doing it, like having tattooing as your job, is there a main reason for it? Is there a background story to why you want?
It's cool.
No, to be fair, that's a good answer, to be fair.
It's just cool.
It's quite cool, to be fair.
You get good money, you get to hurt people, but it looks alright and you don't actually get in trouble for it. A piece of you is with someone forever. Like, my dad's one, he got me to sign it. So my dad's actually got my signature on his arm.
Fair.
I think, yeah, it's just cool. It is just cool.
To be fair, it is pretty cool. I think it's a really cool kind of career choice, and you do get paid a lot, and you basically you sit down. But yeah, is it not like, see when you do a tattoo, do you not have to concentrate so hard? Like, do you not have to get in the zone?
Yeah, but when you're in the zone, you're gone.
Yeah.
Like everything else, like see if I'm tattooing someone and like someone else is like trying to talk to me, I'm like. Like that's literally all I hear.
Just
and then it's just.
You just completely zone out and you just go into that
like,
zone.
They're like, Mog, and I'm like, stop, and I like stop the machine. I'm like, what do you want? What do you actually want?
Do you have like, see, like obviously I've got my sleeve. So I know how like some tattoo artists have like the big machine things and then they have the little pen. What do you have? Like, what's your machine? Or like,
I've got a rotary machine.
So is that like one of the ones that are like pure attached up to like all the big stuff? No.
Okay, it's like because obviously I don't look this up. It's like it kind of looks like a power bank.
Yeah.
I've actually started using the new one over the past like week, and it was the one that Michael got me for Christmas 2 years ago, and I was actually too scared to use it. But it's like this round thing, and then like you connect 2 wires into it. So one of the wires attaches to the machine, and then the other one is the pedal.
Okay.
That controls it. And the one that attaches to the machine, it's like it's like crocodile clip kind of thing. So like these bits bend,
Mhm.
and they like, you know, it completes the circuit, I guess.
Ah.
And then it just goes, and then because it's like it's a bearing, I think, what my dad called it, and it turns and it makes the needle. This is pretty cool. Wow, I don't know what else to like.
I know, you just gave me a full rundown how the machine looks, works, and all the bearings and stuff in the background. Fair enough, honestly. It's quite interesting. See, when you do a tattoo as well, do you get nervous that?
Oh, I shit myself.
Do you?
Yeah, every single time. Like, see if like my favourite person to tattoo is my dad. When I started, I'll actually tell you why I got into it, right? But when I started, he had a Grim Reaper that he got when he was like 20 or 34 or something. Oh.
That's quite a big age jump, like.
I like 50 quid in a shop, whatever, right? And that was a long time ago. I've got a sticker stuck to my arm. Yeah, no, the reason I got into tattoos, right? I wanted to do it when I was at school. I thought it was cool. My art teacher, and all, right? It was like, oh, that's not a real job, that's just a fad. And then my mum and dad were like, yeah, that's not a real job, that's a fad. So they bought me a 20 quid gun off of Amazon.
Okay.
That's the gun I've like, this was like 2020 Christmas, so 4 years ago.
Okay.
And I've literally just started using my new one last month, or last week, whatever. See, to be fair, you're gonna say that's a pretty big jump. We're on what, the 6th of April? That's literally not even a week away.
That's fair. Do you plan on branching out? Do you see when you think about like a career choice within your tattooing, would you go to like another place to do that? Like, would you go and work in an actual tattoo parlor, or would you go private and do it your own way? What's your like whole plan in the future sort of thing? Because surely, if you want to do it that bad, you should take that opportunity and do it, because it's an aspiration.
Everyone always says that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everyone's like, why don't you get your portfolio? And I'm like, because that means I need to actually do something. See, to be fair, everyone knows that I really struggle. Like, I always really struggle to do things for myself, right? I'll happily do something for anyone else, but when it comes to myself and like looking after myself, or like today I needed to go to the doctor's, to the, what they call, chemist, to get my prescription that I ordered 2 days ago and completely forgot about it, so I had to get an emergency one because I was too busy getting my mum ready for a wedding that she was going to. Like, yeah, I just don't like doing things for myself. But if I if I was to do it, I'd probably get my license and do it myself.
Yeah, I think you get a good amount of customers as well. Like, I've saw some of your tattoos, and I would definitely let you give me a tattoo. To be fair, like they're good quality.
I love my dad's tattoos.
I've never saw your dad's tattoos, so.
Oh, they're so cool. No.
Oh.
No, because they were getting ready for. I'm just chat shite.
There's nothing wrong with that. Again, Cold WANS is just to open up and just talk your mind. That's all we're here for.
My dad's like, I get my humour from my dad. Not that I've got much, but I get it from my dad, right? And
God loves a trier.
my dad, yeah, my dad just doesn't care, right? And Keris was doing his hair, so like shaving it off or whatever, and then neatening up the edges, and he's like sitting there with his top off in the mirror. Look at my tats. Right, it's proper English, right? And I was like, do you say tats or tits? No, I think Keris said that, and I was like, both. Because, yeah, he had his Grim Reaper, he's now got a dragonfly here, a bat, a dagger, George, and then play little badge, and then he's
George?
St. George.
Oh, okay.
And then he's got 1966 made in England, and he's like,
Alright.
that was the first ever tattoo I did on a person. And my dad was like, you do what I mean? Because I was the one that wanted you to not do it.
I want you
give
to
up my leg for you.
Exactly. If it goes wrong, it goes wrong.
Yeah, if it goes wrong, I just have half a leg. For what?
That is so fair. Man. It's quite interesting. There's such a deep story behind some like career choices, and I just don't understand why you're not going to do it. You should really go and do it. If you can talk about it that freely, and you enjoy it that much, you should really take that opportunity to then put your mind where your money. Like the money's there, you need to put your mind there, and that's it.
It's the fact that, like, see, like, if Michael's at work and he's talking about tattoos and he's like, and because you look at Michael and you don't actually expect him to have tattoos.
Mm.
He's a big pussy when it comes to doing them, but still, and like, and he shows the one on his leg, and people are like, "Oh, that's well good. Where'd you get that done?" And he's like, "Oh, my girlfriend done it." Some women at the trivia asked me to do. She was like, "Do you do it in a shop or do you just do it?" And I'm like, "Mate, I do it in the guest bedroom. I literally do it in the guest bedroom."
I just do it. Oh, that's so fair, man. Oh, I think you should 100% take it up and try and put your mind where the money is, because the money's there, the mind's there, and you've got skills, so you should definitely go and do it.
I don't think the mind's there.
Oh yeah, the mind could be there. That's the part that you're failing on right now for yourself. I think you need to really push the boat out and just go for it. Because like the thing is as well, like you're working like McDonald's. There's so much opportunity there as well. To like, there's loads of folk there that want tattoos, but they don't know where to go. If you're like that good, that you can prove that you're that good, you got your portfolio all together, folk will come to you, and you would have a good clientele even before you've started pushing yourself out. So it's always a good place to start.
See, that's the thing though, right? So like, I've got like a list of people that want me tattoos, like Latin and Karen and all that, right? And I put a muster a couple of days ago, like, message me if you want tattoos, and I had 3 people, and I've actually just, I have started drawing them up, and I'm like, what do I do? Like, what do I actually do? Like, I don't know, it's just scary.
Well,
I think that's a really big thing for me though. Like, I don't know, it probably doesn't seem like it because I'm actually just like, it just seems like I'm talking to you and I just ramble, but like, crippling like anxiety and depression, and that's like why I'm not at work. And it's just like, see, when I think about something too much,
I go somewhere else.
5 years deep in this tattoo shit, and I've just not done anything. I literally get it every week. You should do your portfolio, and I'm like,
Anxiety is a hard one to get by. To be fair, if you're an anxious person, it is definitely it's kind of like more of an overthinking thing. Is that what you're trying to get at here? Like, when you're thinking about jumping that deep into the deep end and you're like thinking about every single thing that could go wrong or go right, it then just topples over. That's what I used to be like before I started doing this.
I'm not gonna start doing this. But like, I always seem to have funky hobbies, right? Like, I've always been classed as a creative person, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't actually like drawing. My mum says to everyone, "Oh yeah, she loves drawing." I don't actually like drawing. I just think it's kind of cool. I like tattooing.
Yeah. So the designing part.
See if you give me like a piece of paper and a pencil.
Mm-hmm.
No thanks. I draw on an iPad.
No.
But then sometimes I get the urge to actually just get a pen and like a piece of paper and just draw a random thing. But then last like October time, I went through a phase of baking like actual cakes. Like actual genuine cake. I don't like cake. Cake is the fear. And then like I did my sister's lashes, I do their eyebrows, nails, hair, makeup, and it's all just for everyone else, and I'm just chatting shite now.
No, it's good. That's absolutely fine. Speak your mind. That's the most.
I'm still a little bit.
Still warming up, man. I mean, it happens. It takes a long time to warm up properly, to be fair, for these cold plunges. Especially if it's your first one. I remember my first one. It was brutal.
It's the fact that I don't even take cold showers. Michael was telling me about it. Like, I'm gonna go cold ones, and I'm like, maybe you should like take some cold showers beforehand to like kind of thingy yourself to it. I actually decided this about 2 hours ago. I already showered. And it was a really nice hot one. See, that's the thing actually. Everyone always says that girls have really, really, really hot showers compared to boys.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, nah, that's just lies. But see, like, if Michael gets in the shower after me, he's like, ah!
Yeah.
What are you actually talking about? And then if I get in the shower after him, I'm like,
Yeah, no, absolutely. I don't have warm showers, but I am a cold person apparently. So I just sit in that cold bath like I'm not even in a cold plunge anymore. I'm just all happy
shut
dory.
up.
I don't even feel it anymore. That's why I just talk. You know what I mean? It's a crazy thing. I mean, it depends on the type of mood I'm in as well, though, because like sometimes in the mornings when I wake up and I look at that ice bath, I'm like, nah. And then because I've just woke up, or like I'm still like trying to wake up. When I get in there, everything's just 10 times colder. It does all depend on how much your day you went through and how awake you are, how ready you are for it, how much you want to do it. And when you've not done any sort of ice plunge, cold shower or anything, and you're quite nervous about doing it, it can be a big leap. So like it's understandable the way you reacted when you got in the water and stuff. It's like it's a big thing. It's not just something that people can do.
I'll be showering extra hot to make up for that.
Yeah, exactly. And that's all you want to do. You want to get in the
Blow the kettle.
hey, get in the kettle. Fuck's sake. Oh. But moving away from your kind of tattoo and stuff, obviously I know, because I know you go to the gym and stuff as well. So like I've got like a I'm not that's show your colours, that's what we're here for. We don't judge. I don't want this to sound like a pure misogynistic question, because I'm not asking it because you're a woman. It means like I'm asking it because I'm a man and you're a woman.
Oh.
I'm asking this because I don't have that. Obviously, I'm not a woman, so I can't feel these feelings. So when you go when you go to the gym, right? How does it feel for you? Like, do you feel like you get judged or anything by other people? Is it just like are you there? Yeah.
We always go like
Quite late. Yeah. Is
Like,
that because you don't like going early, or do you not really care? Is it just because that's the time that fits best?
I haven't really been to the gym early, but later there's not as much people.
Yeah.
And that's again with the anxiety thing.
Yeah.
Once we went to Coatbridge, it's me, Michael, and Ben. We're gonna go do chest.
Yeah.
And the car park was heaving. It was like 9:30 at night, and I was like, "Oh, that's fine. It won't be that busy." I sat in the car park and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna sit here. I'm not going in there." And that literally happens on a regular basis, and I just don't go in the gym.
No, that's fair.
I don't feel like I get judged. I just don't like people.
I mean, I'll always say that you'll never get judged at the gym. The gym isn't somewhere that people judge. People just, if you see
People
someone
just
watching,
observe.
yeah, they're just making sure you're okay and stuff. Most people in there won't be sitting there talking about you, because it's a community thing, you know what I mean? You go there to like be as a community. Otherwise, the people that don't want to be around people will do their own stuff like at home and stuff, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'll always argue that the gym's never there for people to be worrying about getting judged. Obviously, folk have got things in their head, and that's
there like at one point, like everyone had to start somewhere as well.
absolutely. I used to, like, before I could go to the gym myself, I was definitely in a place where I was like, maybe not judging, but it was more like anxiety that going in and folk watching me for what I'm doing and doing it wrong. You know what I mean? I don't really care what I was, if folk were watching me while I was doing it. It was more, I was worried in case I was doing it wrong, and then someone's sitting there like, oh, he's doing that wrong, you know what I mean? Like saying stuff.
Yeah.
But
would you rather someone actually came up to you and was like, here, like, see if you did this instead of this?
Yeah, that's what I would do if I saw someone that was like.
That shit terrifies me. Oh no. See them on TikTok and I'm
like I wouldn't do it in like a way like sound like a dick. I'd go up and be like, it's just trying to help, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's still fair.
But I can also understand why you'd think that, and then there'd be folk that there's probably people that will come up and be like, you're doing that wrong. Don't do it that way. But the way that you should be going up to people, if you're in that sort of headspace where you want help, you should be going up and being like, right, I've just observed you doing this. You're doing it wrong. You're gonna end up hurting yourself, and that's the most important thing, that I'm helping you not hurt yourself.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, if you don't feel like if you're going at a different time and you don't feel like you're getting judged as such, but it's like, obviously, we both go to the same gym, so I know that there's not a lot of lassies that go to JD gyms that I see anyway. I see like a good amount on a regular basis, but it's not like, obviously, like men are flooding that place. Yeah. So like, I just thought I'd ask, because it's like, it's obviously on the women's side, there's a women's room and stuff as well, and I agree with you having that room, but I don't agree with it. It's almost like it's there for then lassies to go to.
It's, yeah, no, I
understand. Do you know what I'm trying to get at?
Yeah. it is good for Muslims,
Hmm?
people that were
The Muslims, yeah.
yeah, it's good for them. Like whenever I go in, there's always like a good few of them
Yeah.
in there, but it's fair enough, right? And see, to be fair, I sometimes go in there just to like mess about with exercises that I've never done before,
Yeah.
just because I can't care.
Yeah.
Because I don't know.
Like, I fully understand why it's there, but I feel like it's in some regard it's quite unfair because a lot of women will go to the gym and then because they have that there, they'll go there rather than kind of like knocking down that wall of anxiety and
Yeah.
just showing themselves in front of everyone else.
Yeah.
And I'm not again not against having the women's only room. I think it's a great thing to have, and it's obviously it's where that should be there because it is there built because as I say, men flood the gym, so it's there for women to feel more comfortable. But I also feel like it's just too easily accessible, so then the women don't get to like actually throw themselves out there,
Yeah.
and it sometimes doesn't help with the whole misogynistic men like pushing, and then like, you know, there's a whole big problem there. But no, it's just I just wanted an insight because obviously I'm not a woman, and it's good to hear from a woman how it feels to be in the gym because it's a scary place sometimes, and I understand that. But yeah, I mean, if you don't feel like you get judged, if you feel like you're just going at a good time, whatever makes you comfortable, if you're having fun and you're enjoying your gym time, that's what's most important, I suppose. You know what I mean?
Sometimes see, just going to the gym, it's really, really defeating. Like when being a woman, I wouldn't really class myself a woman. I'm just here. I'm a girl.
I'm a girl.
Child. But like, see, like last week, I was dead impressed with myself. I normally do 8s on shoulder press, right? I was like, do you reckon I can get like 4 to 6 reps with 12s? Fuck knows why I thought I managed it. 6 reps now. But see, like last week, I'd be lifting 12s, and like this week, I'll probably be lifting 6s, let's be real. And then like the next week, I might go back up to 8.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that happens? Like that happens to every single woman.
What? Like,
depending on where they are in their like cycle.
Oh really?
Depends how strong and yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. See, there's something I've just learned, like a good little fact there.
Yeah.
So like,
it really, really pisses me off. Like I go to the gym with Michael and he's lifting, like he's going up in weight, and I'm like, I can't even lift this 6 off the floor.
is there a reason for it? Do you, like, obviously there'll be a scientific reason, but do you know the reason for it?
I don't know.
Nah? That's really weird.
It's obviously to do with hormones.
Yeah,
And shit.
I was gonna say it'll be the balance of your hormones, but it's weird because it's usually what testosterone would probably be your main hormone that'll deal with like your strength production. Women don't really produce that anyway, so.
I think the follicular phase? I don't know
what that means.
Oh my god, Father, scared me. But that's apparently when you're strongest, and then when you're actually on your period, you're not supposed to go to the gym.
Oh really?
You're supposed to rest.
That's quite interesting, to be honest. That's weird.
I can't believe you didn't know that.
No.
No, it's like an actual thing.
That's what I mean. I've not like it's not like I spend a lot of time speaking to women about gym time, and that's something you learn. I didn't have a fucking clue that the period had anything to do with your gym time. You know what I mean? That's mad. I mean, I understand why you'd have to rest because obviously you're going through like a lot of shit at that time. But I didn't know that it made you weaker, stronger. Like that's
it's
crazy.
mad, isn't it?
That is actually so crazy.
It's so annoying. Like, imagine you went. What do you lift on shoulder press?
Yeah, 32s.
Yeah, imagine you rock up to the gym one week and you manage to lift 34s for like 8 reps or whatever, and then the next week you're like lifting, you can't even pick up a 20.
I'd be upset.
Precisely.
Body dysmorphia to the max.
Yeah. That's like another thing that you see is that it takes women a lot longer to build.
Yeah.
So that just because one week they're lifting heavy and then the next week they can't actually lift heavy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I thought it was always just like.
It's not always just their moods and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's like.
That's crazy. It's got like a
physical
whole physical background to it, man. That's actual madness. What the hell?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Scientist mug.
Hey, we've got a science bit here. Fucking hell. Oh. Right. Well, I think we've got a good wee chat now. So I'm gonna try something new here. We've got a new segment, and it's called I don't know what it's called yet, but basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go onto Morgan's Instagram. I'm gonna pick a photo and I'm gonna ask her kind of what this means to her. And this is gonna be a whole new segment. I don't know. I'll get a name for it and I'll call it that in the next episode. But for now, we're just gonna. It's like a concept thing. We're gonna give it a shot and see how it goes.
Follow my Instagram for more. I'm kidding.
Right, so this is us starting the new segment of Instagram diving. I'm gonna call Instagram cold plunge dive. No, that doesn't make sense. Instagram post plunge dive.
No.
Nah, that's a shit name. I'll think of a name next time. So we're now on Morgan's Instagram page and we're gonna have a little look through. Luckily for me, she's only got 2 posts, so this isn't gonna be a difficult pick. For me, I know Michael, so what I'll learn from the whole story about Michael isn't going to be as useful to me as what the family is. And I think family is always the most important thing. So, to you, Morgan, what does this post make you feel like? Why did you post that? Fill me in.
It's just Christmas, isn't it?
Yeah. So, I didn't notice it was Christmas, to be fair, but it's very wholesome. Very wholesome time of the year for our family.
That's how we still have carpet in the living room, actually. It's now like laminate floor.
Oh, is it? Fair enough. So, what is this first photo? What's the story behind the first photo?
It's just funny. We did have an actual normal photo like that, but in this one we've got my fingers up. But it's when that trend was going about where you slide the finger up in a photo, and it's just funny.
Is Brooke trying to do it too? Because
Yeah,
she's hiding hers, like, heavy hiding hers.
Yeah, no.
No, that's good. That's good.
You can tell the height difference.
I know.
Sarah's the gay one. she's got Air Forces on. She's tiny.
To be fair, I think without your heels on, you all must be a very similar size.
Yeah, we are.
Are you?
Yeah.
Very close, because you can kind of tell if you took off the stiletto from each, you'd be able, like, almost level. Maybe you should all wear Air Forces for a photo one time. So this next one, what does this make you like? What's the whole backstory to this one?
Same person, different font.
You know, I've always said this. Like, I've known Seddon as well because I used to work with Seddon. But like Seddon and Morgan are very similar people. Like the looks wise, like their whole life story completely different. But the way they look, it's almost like a copy and paste.
Mm.
But
that one, it's like someone literally just put a wig on me and just like lengthened my legs a little bit.
I was gonna say put a wig on you and give you some stilettos, man.
It's the fact that we've both got a bubble on our wrist as well. I don't know why, that just kind of freaks me out a little bit.
Mirror flipped photo, man. Oh, what about this next one?
That's just cute. That was when we were all young and together. And Sarah, like, all of us were like pure happy, and Sarah lived with us, and we were just together all the time.
Yeah,
it's just cute.
It's a nice photo, to be fair. And Christmas is all about being together and having as a family. So if that was like one of the last Christmases you all spent, maybe not within like the same Christmas, but like all together in the same household as for a Christmas, it is a special one, to be fair.
Like that was probably the last time we actually all got ready together.
Yeah.
In like the same room.
The usual Christmas ritual: wake up and all do it together. Yeah, absolutely.
No, wake up, open your presents.
Oh, all right, okay.
And then use the presents that you got.
All right, okay. Yeah. All right, okay. Fair enough. That's not my ritual, but here we are. And this last one.
That's just cute. I'm proper teasing in that. Because I never get photos of my mum and dad. Like, you take selfies with them, but not actual photos. Yeah, that was before we got Marmalade, the big dog. Have you seen her?
No, I've never.
She's huge.
Really? What type of dog is it?
She's a Great Dane.
Ah, well, that makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, well.
I think it's just cute, and you can kind of see the fact that, like, I've got my dad's nose, my dad's kind of smile, my mum's height. I
was gonna say, it's a good photo to kind of find out where you got your features from, to be fair.
I just look like my dad.
Yeah, you do. You look very similar to your dad.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
Like, he's got bare arms and that just looks weird. It does. It's weird.
Oh, that Instagram post was good. It's Christmas, most important time. Obviously, if it was the last time you spent with your sisters as a Christmas properly, it's very special to your heart, and it's a good overall post. I think having a multiple picture post as well to like talk about is good because you've got a whole thing about your family there. So, to close off this Cold Ones episode, just like every other episode of Cold Ones, I've got one question to ask you, Morgan. And that question is, if you could give a message to the people watching, what would your message be?
If you want to say something, say it. If you hurt someone's feelings, then that's their problem. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, absolutely. You should always say what's on your mind. Don't hide what you have to say because it makes you a dishonest person. And being honest is the most important thing in life. So,
Happy's kind of one too.
Hmm?
Happy's kind of one too.
yeah, no, but I feel like honesty, happiness comes with honesty, no? The more honest you are with yourself and with other people, the happier you're gonna. Well, in my opinion, the happier you're gonna be.
Yeah.
Because you've not got things sitting at the head of your
Just
mind.
don't be a knob in the first place. Then,
Yeah, exactly. Be a nice enough person, and people will be nice back to you, and that'll give you a good run of life.
Yeah.
But anyway, just to wrap this up now, I think I've got to really appreciate you coming on first because it's a big leap being the first lassie to come on to something like this. And I can't honestly thank you enough for pulling through on a day where I didn't think I'd have somebody. Like I was panicking again just because of all the problems that I've had, and I don't think I could physically do another Cold Ones on Sunday because coming into work after trying to get that up and stuff or record it is the worst. You know what I mean? Even trying to get up by 10 o'clock at night is terrible because it's like the editing takes a good couple hours and stuff if I want to get it like good. So, and obviously Cold Ones, it needs to be good because I can't just be posting shit. You know what I mean? This is a big thing. This is a big movement, and we have to keep it pristine. But yeah, thanks for coming on, Morgan.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, anytime. I'll see you again tomorrow.